Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and welcome to day 9 of the Escape Room in a Book Advent Calendar. We'll get straight on with it. I shall start reading the story, and we'll see exactly what's happening in today. Today, Chapter 9, The Intercom Code. Once Leon had explained to Devon which subway to take, the latter, all smiles, looked at him with a certain recognition. Then suddenly, like a thought had burst forth, said to him, "Honestly, man, you're a real saviour. How would you like to come celebrate Kwanzaa with my family? My aunt's organising something tonight. It's not much, but the atmosphere, you see, it's not religious, more spiritual, you know. We honour family, culture, community. It's important to me. And besides, everyone can celebrate it. Why not you?" Leon remained silent for a moment, surprised by this somewhat unexpected invitation. He observed Devon, who seemed sincere, and shrugged his shoulders. He replied, "Why not? I'm a little surprised, but why not?" They boarded the subway together, the train whistling as it hurtled through the city's tunnels. The journey was silent, each lost in their own thought, the jolts of the subway punctuating their reflections. After a moment, Devon turned to Leon, an enthusiastic gleam in his eyes. "Kwanzaa is really something special for me," he said. "It's a chance to get together with the whole family, to get together, you know? We honour what's important, the people who really matter." Leon listened to him, but a feeling of unease crept inside him. Devon's word echoed in his mind, but he couldn't quite process them. "Me, during the holidays, I stay alone," he said finally, his voice flat. "I hardly ever see my family. It's not that I don't want to, but I prefer to be alone. It's a choice, you know." Devon looked at him for a moment, almost puzzled, as if he didn't quite understand. Then, in a gentle, non-judgmental tone, he replied, "That's a shame, old man. Family is the most precious thing we have. We must never let it drift apart. Even if we don't always live together or even in the same city, it's important to stay close, especially during the holidays. When you're surrounded by people, you feel alive, you know? That's what keeps us going, deep down." Leon looked away slightly. He didn't intend to dwell on the subject. He chose not to respond, letting a silence stretch between them. They soon arrived at the station where they were to get off. The subway stopped with a metallic screech, and they quickly ascended to the surface. Through the thick mist escaping from the ventilation vents, the street air, cold and crisp, immediately hit them. The walk to Devon's aunt's apartment was fairly short, but it was a walk full of a little quintessentially New York sensations. Cars honking in the distance, flashing neon lights of stores, and hurried passerby weaving between crash cans, graffiti, and storefronts. "It's here," Devon said, stopping in front of a dark building, his expression already focused on the task ahead. The door, made of worn wood, had a keypad, but no intercom. Devon frowned as he searched his pockets. "Oh dear, I think I lost the code." Leon waited patiently, his hands buried in his coat pockets. Devon, a little embarrassed, tried to remember the code, but without success. "My aunt taught me a technique for that," he continued, biting his lower lip as if trying to convince himself. "Wait, it was a mnemonic. She said, yes, she said, it's the people who are there that matter. But what could that possibly mean?" So here are our two protagonists stuck in the cold, and Devon can't remember the code. He takes some trinkets out of his wallet and explains that his aunt told him to always keep these photos as a mnemonic device. It's up to you to find the code to enter. So we've got 4 pictures there. It's the people, something, what did you say? It's the people who are there that matter. Right, let's have a look at the picture and we'll see exactly what it is that we're going to have to put in to figure out exactly what the code needs to be. So we've got day 9 here. Devon's lost the code and a mnemonic based on the family photos. So yeah, I'm assuming it's a 4-digit code. Most of them are. So if it's based on the photos, and we'll go top to the bottom, if it's number of people in the photos, maybe we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12. That's more than I was expecting. 5 in that one, 2.5 in that one, and 3, 5 in that one as well. Oh, 6. She's carrying a person. 6 in that one. So is that's someone taking a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you count the person taking the picture. So it might be a more than it might be a 5-digit. So if we put in 12, and then 5, then 2, and then 6. We'll try that. No, let's try 12. Let's clear that. Let's try 12, 5, 3, 6. Because there might be 3 people in that picture because it's a baby. No, that's not right. Let's get a hint then. The important thing is the people present. The number of people in each photo must therefore be how to find the order. Right. Oh, in that case, let's close that down. The order will obviously be pregnant first, and then as a baby, and then that one. I should think, unless that's class of 75, but I'm assuming that's little baby being carried. So let's go 2. Then actually at the birth will be 5. Oh, let's clear that. Reset. 2, 5. Then we'll do the next one down there, 6, and then 12. No, that's not right. Let's grab more hints. These photos can be set in chronological and all the people present. Can mean take the person or someone who's present but we don't see yet. So it is 3. Okay, so I've got the person right in there. So let's go back to the beginning. We'll have 3, 5, then 6, and then 12. No, that's not right. Finally, the wedding photos at Devon's parents. Devon was born sometime later. He then grew up and was able to celebrate his graduation with his parents and his brother, as well as his partner and their child. Right, wait a minute. So the wedding photos of Devon's parents. So that was the first one. So I was right with that. That's 3. Devon was born sometime later. Is that? He then grew up and was able to celebrate. So we'll go that one, then that one. No, because that was the partner of the child. I don't know. I'm going to just go for the solution. 3, 5, 12, 6. So 3, then 5, then 12, then 6. So it wasn't the baby's party, it was his party. Yeah, that's... I got the last 2 round the wrong way. So put in 3, 5, 12, and 6. That'll do. There we go. Code 4 is fell. We needed that as we're going onwards. So that's another day completed. Join me tomorrow for the next one, where hopefully I won't need any hints, but we'll find out tomorrow.